Welcome to Kaduna, Center of Learning, home to diverse and beautiful people and culture, and one of the leading choice destinations for investors. When Governor Nasir El-Rufai took mantle of leadership in 2015, he came with a mission to make Kaduna great again. And this was apparent in his manifesto with clearly outlined plans. One of such is the deliberate effort to attract local and foreign investors to boost the state's internally generated revenue, create jobs, and reduce dependency on the continuously dwindling federal allocations. The effort to create an enabling environment backed by law to ease doing business in the state led to the establishment of the Kaduna State Investment Promotion Agency, KADIPA, a one-stop shop for existing and potential investors.
This is an event that we started in 2016, and mainly we started it because part of our promises to the people of Kaduna State was that we'll be able to bring jobs to Kaduna State, to revive the economy of the state, to become a thriving entity. And to do that, it is not government alone, definitely. It is the partnership with the private sector. So what we've tried to do over the last 3 years is to address a lot of the challenges that the private sector has had in terms of doing business in Kaduna.
The maiden edition of Kaduna Investment Summit 2016, tagged Cat Invest 1.0, brought together businessmen and women from across Nigeria and beyond to discuss the investment potentials of the state. By 2017, that is, Cat Invest 2.0, Kaduna has already developed and signed into law its Ease of Doing Business Charter, removing all bottlenecks that could hinder or slow investors from coming to the state.
The one-stop shop of KADIPA is a place where investors come and they get everything that they need that is required for them to start up a business. So if you talk of land matters, they don't have to go to the catches to look for land RFOs, permits and all that. We will do it for them from here. They want to build, they don't have to start submitting their building permits to Kasubda for approvals. We will do it also for them from here. They want to register, get their business premises registrations, they don't have to go to Commerce. We will do it for them from here. Environmental impact assessments, they don't have to go to KEPA. We will do it for them from here. So all we're saying is if you want to do business in Kaduna State, come to KADIPA and we'll get it done for you at one go.
Today, many investors, both from within and outside the shores of the country, have taken advantage of the favorable investment atmosphere and committed millions of dollars of investments in Kaduna State. Already in operation and with market presence across the country is the Olam Groups, a multi-million-dollar company with a state-of-the-art integrated poultry facility and feed mills located along Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. Olam is part of the Green Agro-Allied Industrial Zone, GAIZ, and has so far given direct employment opportunities to thousands of residents while indirectly creating means of livelihood for many thousands more.
Olam, for instance, today employs about 2,000 people with room for expansion. They're expanding, they're doing a lot of other things, and we hope that in the next year or so they will have engaged another 10,000 people.
Vicampro is another, a massive agricultural investment dealing in the cultivating, processing, and exportation of Irish potatoes. A woman-friendly company engaging over 600 women directly in the farm's end production process. To further improve the fortunes in agriculture in Kaduna State, the state government has partnered with Mahindra Groups, a tractor and machinery manufacturing company which has the capacity to assemble 2,000 tractors annually, which has already commenced the assembling of tractors and other farm machineries in Kaduna.
The current administration is very friendly and very approachable and it gives a lot of confidence on us when the government says, okay, we will be partnering with them in terms of mechanization or agriculture, whatever aspects it may be.
Located in Igabi local government area, close to the Kangimi Dam, is Tomato Jos, an agricultural company working to capitalize on one of the major farm produce of the state, tomatoes. This farm occupies 500 hectares of land favorable for all year-round farming. The company has engaged over 200 local farmers along Maraban Jos, Kangimi and Turunku axis. The farm hopes to expand operations to cultivate on 3,000 hectares of land in the nearest future.
We envision employing much larger numbers. With a 3,000 hectare farm, which we hope to achieve by 2024, we'll have at least a couple hundred full-time employees, close to 1,000 farmers working with us as partners, and another couple hundred day and casual laborers.
Val Gates Food, an indigenous rice processing mill, is another investment success recorded in 2017 as a result of the business-friendly environment created by the Kaduna State government. The rice mill is currently producing about 180 bags of rice daily, with hopes to increase its output in the nearest future. The quality of the rice is good, and the market is fantastic.
In terms of registration and all those things, it was quite easy because I remember reading on the news that there are lots of incentives in establishing a business in Kaduna State. I'm very glad to say that in terms of our location, we have a very good location. So security-wise, we're covered in all aspects of that. And they've always lended a hand in terms of assistance on where and how to establish what we're doing.
The establishment of Inland Dry Port in Kaduna is a step at opening up the northern part of Nigeria for transshipment of sea cargoes to the inland directly to boost commerce and economic development. This is the first inland dry port in Nigeria.
From the port of loading, the importer is to tell the supplier or the shipper that I want my goods in Kaduna. And the goods, as it's coming from abroad, port of loading. Because first and foremost, like I said, dry port is port-to-port transaction. That is from the port of loading to port of destination. So when it stops in Lagos, Lagos is just a transit point, a transit port, because the vessel can only stop at Apapa. But from there, it's not meant for Lagos. It's meant for Kaduna. So from there, the shipping company will move the cargo and mass evacuation from the port down to port here.
President Muhammadu Buhari officially commissioned the Kaduna Inland Dry Port on Thursday, the 4th of January 2018. Already, the dry port is in full operation for businessmen and women to take full commercial advantage of. Perhaps one of the biggest and robust projects in the pipeline under this administration is the proposed Green Economic Zone located along Kaduna-Jos Road. The project is envisaged to be all-encompassing with state-of-the-art infrastructure. Planned on a 310 hectare of land, the zone will include agro-allied industries, anchor industries, wholesale trading center, warehousing, skills development center, commercial center, solar parks, and affordable residential areas. The proposed Green Agro-Allied Industrial Zone along Kaduna-Abuja Expressway is on 1,515 hectares of land. The project will change the face of industrialization in Nigeria, bringing in hundreds of investors. The zone will include mega food cluster, multi-product cluster and flattered factory cluster, animal food processing cluster, renewable energy park, commercial area, sports arena, fashion and apparel cluster and residential areas. Knowing that sustainable and affordable energy is key to business and social development, alternative energy is the way to go. And this is what Blue Camel Energy is bringing to Kaduna. At the moment, the company is fully established in Kaduna to delivering affordable energy solution and creating employment opportunities.
We've been hearing about the ease of doing business in Kaduna, charter, which encouraged us to give it a shot. So we actually, sent in our proposal to Kaduna State sometimes on the 11th of January 2017. And believe me, within the next 8 months, every processes, approvals, offer, of right of occupancy, certificate of occupancy, and not just that, the building also by November was already constructed. The factory was already operational by November.
Already, more than 300 youths are undergoing intensive training on solar-powered energy. To meet up with the demands of the digital world and create a technology-savvy environment, Zenith Bank of Nigeria, as part of its corporate social responsibility to Kaduna State, established the Kaduna Information and Communication Technology Hub, known as CAD ICT Hub, which started full operations over 10 months ago and has already trained more than 3,000 individuals.
The CAD ICT Hub is a technology hub that trains developers, technologists, and entrepreneurs. Our goal is to inspire the youth especially to become entrepreneurs and develop companies that will grow into global giants.
Side by side with the ICT Hub also is the creation of a world-class multilingual call center in partnership with Outsource Global.
I was called by Kaduna State Government last year to come and set up a contact center, a branch here in Kaduna. So we entered into a public-private partnership with Kaduna State, where Kaduna State is providing the building and we provide the infrastructure. And we went live July 10th last year.
The call center houses about 750 youths, delivering high-tech customer service on behalf of multinational agencies and companies. And at the moment, it hopes to accommodate 1,500 youths to meet up its expectations.
The first stage is the pre-qualifications team. It goes over to the customer service where clients call to see their status updates. Okay, how far have I gone? Have I been able to get these disability benefits? Why is it taking so long? So they do call to ask different questions, and that's what the customer service stage does.
What I do here is I prepare documents, hearing reviews, hearing memos that they are likely to use in court there to get them their social benefits based on the disability that they have.
In spite of all these successes, the administration has continued to ease the process of doing business in Kaduna, with Business Day newspaper recognizing these strides by naming and awarding the state the #1 state in the ease of doing business. The indices is also apparent in the increasing figures of the state's internally generated revenue. Indeed, the dream of making Kaduna great again is on course.
I want to express our gratitude as government and people of Kaduna State to all those that have invested in Kaduna and have expressed confidence in Kaduna State. I want to assure you that as Kaduna State government, we will continue to work to improve our processes, to simplify our interactions with businesses. As Kadipa becomes stronger and hires more staff and becomes more capable, I think you will find that dealing with the Kaduna State government will get easier and easier. I want to use the opportunity to also congratulate Kadipa, Kaduna Investment Promotion Agency, for being one of our most successful agencies, because in a few years of being established, it has attracted a lot of investments to Kaduna, working collaboratively with other government agencies.